I've got to do this, right? I've watched a program, my very kind friends I live with have shown me a program from the BBC, which is about fibroids. And in that program, they showed a lady who had a large amount of fibroids and a very large belly. They gave her an MRI scan, and then they made this fibroid mass from the scan into 3D, and then made a copy of it, and then they were wearing goggles and showing her what it looked in enlarged, and it looked massive, but hers was lots of 100 or so fibroids of all sizes. And so I watched this program and I thought, I've got to do it. I've got to do another video of showing my belly. Now, I do not want any rude comments. Any rude comments, I will delete it, okay? I don't want any wanking. This is not about wanking, it's about health and matters. I'm going to talk about my fibroid, the symptoms I have, and what it's like to live with it, really. So, and show you, but really, you're warned. So, I'll go on with the ages. We don't care about age, it's numbers, but I'm 44, so I'm probably a few years still to go for the menopause. There must be another 6 years, you know, we don't know. So, and I've had this mass. It was discovered in 2007. It was only like a centimeter, not even that, it was a little spot at the time, and they said, just keep an eye, it grows. And then it grew when, in 2010, and 2010 I saw a lump when I was lying in bed in the morning, and I worried. I thought straight away, that's it, it's cancer. I was like that. Of course, it wasn't cancer. It was just a fibroid. So I went to see someone, he said it's a fibroid. I think it was 5 or 7 centimeters or something at the time, something like that maybe. Was it, or was it 10? I can't remember. I don't think I have the papers. I think I've thrown them away. So then it grew more and more. 2015, what are we now, 22? 2018, 18, I would say it was the biggest it had been. It's when I did those videos, and it's very pointy, like an avocado, like, you know, it shows, I should show you the sides, yes. So, since then, it has reduced a little bit in pointiness. As I explained in the previous video, I'm talking to myself, by the way. Oh no, you've not combed your hair again, Alexandra, what are you doing? Oh well. So it shrunk a bit. So, I'll show you and I'll talk later, okay? Because, yes, we all really want to see. Oh, come on, there's nothing to really get excited about. It's a belly, all right? You can see here a bit of skin eruption. It's still there, but it's getting better. Okay, so this side. But this is when I need a pee. Okay, I'm so personal, I don't care. I really do, because I know some of you wanted to see when I was bloated. So I need a pee, and I'm probably bloated. So this is probably bigger than if I went to the bathroom. So if you wait here, I will come back in a minute and show you what it's like after I've emptied my bladder. Maybe I'll show you a bit more. This is so personal, but I really don't care. I mean, it's, you know, it's our body. We're only here for a short while, and I was nearly crashed the other night, so I could be dead. So who cares? Frankly, life is short. So that's when I try to bring it in. That's it. I'll see you in a minute. Right, I've combed my hair now, so it's more presentable, isn't it? Okay, we come back. It doesn't look much different, does it? So, according to the MRI scan, this is only, well, they couldn't see any more than one mass. But it's so compacted. Now that was the other scan that they couldn't really see, but I'm pretty sure it was right that it was only one. Anyway, it would be more exciting if it was just one, because it's special dust one. It's lovely having several, but you know, I like the idea that it's just one conflict in my life. The behavior that brings that in. Right. This is great fun, isn't it? Right, can you see? Yes. You will not be able to see if I do this. Where shall I put it? Put it here. Stay. Yes. Okay. Okay. On yeah. Okay, that's when you can't see how I'm laying back on the arm, so this is the worst. So that's the hand. Where are you? So okay. See, to get to my side, there's a few fingers of space. See, to try to measure it by just with the fingers. Where's the old cardigan? Okay, we're here. I can't get my fingers. Pretty short in the way now, isn't it? Clothes. I don't know. Us humans. Okay, let's do that. Goes up to there. Get up to there. So this is the outline of it. It's a shame I can't lie down and eat flatter. This will be the most boring video anyone else but myself will have watched. I say that so you don't think I'm trying to be interesting, because I'm not. I'm definitely not interesting. Oh, look, there's a fat line there. Oh, okay. Oh, you can't see the front. Okay, where are we? Okay, this is the rib. It's so funny. Right, I'm trying to show what it's like when I'm lying down. But it's behaving today. See, I can't bloody see a thing. I'll just stop it. Okay. Where are we? Here. What's going on there? Oh, nothing. It's just a shadow. Okay. I can't quite see. Oh, that's better. Better. So that's the solar plexus here. The main problem I have with this fibroid is it's definitely well behaved today. It's down there. It comes back up. to about an inch of the top here. So the discomfort comes at night when I'm lying flat. It goes up against my diaphragm. So there's quite a few issues that come from that. Now, not so much with breathing, but it's more to do with the intestines and the blockage, that not having a vibrant diaphragm emotionally, what it brings to one's life. So the osteopath often has to work with a diaphragm with me. So other things with this fibroid, well, the fibroid is an enlarged uterus because it's still my womb. It's just chosen to grow extra cells because it loves me so much. We love each other a lot. So the symptoms, they changed with the years. At the beginning, when it grew very fast and very quickly, I'm probably going to talk rubbish, but just take it in anyway. It was the main problem at the beginning was the peeing. The pressure on the bladder was such that I was peeing all the time, and at night I had to get up a lot as well, and that lasted a good 2-3 years, I would say. And I did, as you know, I do health protocols. So I started treating myself with various things, with herbal medicine, seeing healers, osteopaths, people who arrange and help with that. But whatever happens, I have no problem with the peeing since about, what am I now, 44 this year. I've very been comfortable there. A good 6 or 7 years. So, and I can hold a pint of water if I'm desperate, and I hold it. I know because I do urine therapy as well. That's just to shock you. So there is a good pint. I've got more than a pint once, so I have no problem. What happens is when the bladder is full, that sort of moves upwards, which is why sometimes at night it may make me go. So the symptoms, heavy periods, not really. It used to be, and again, it lasted a bit longer than the pressure of the bladder. That went a bit later. Still had heavy period. I don't know, 4 years, 3 years. Maybe 3 years ago, it got a lot better, and I started losing a lot less blood. But it used to be, I wouldn't say catastrophic, not comparing when you hear stories of women who have fibroids and they have to change every hour. It wasn't my case. They have to change maybe five times a day, and just for one day. And then they were never longer than, well, the longest is 13 days, but they'd go through this cycle of very heavy. Then there'd be nothing between day 5 and day 8. Then day 9, it would start bleeding again. And then the day 10, day 11, day 12, day 13, there'd be a little bit. And then if you go into normal discharge till the ovulation. So that's changed. Now it is 4 days, not even that. It changes which one is the heaviest, but I'm talking to any lady who is watching this now. The heaviest has varied between, it used to be straight away to go, and now it's like very slow, whoosh, and then very slow, and sort of it goes medium. So there's like 6 hours where it's really heavy, well, quite heavy, but less heavy than it used to be. So I don't know what's happened. My body has healed. It's rebalanced itself the best it could, despite all I do to it, all the trauma I give it, all the work. It's rebalanced, and so it's been interesting that I didn't think I would get out of the problem of the pressure of the bladder, but it has. Yes, it's extremely interesting. So any other symptoms would have been, okay, circulation. I think it is that, but it might not be that. I've got different opinions from different physicians. One said, so it should not affect your circulation that comes from before, because you always had a bad circulation, which is very true. I always had it. So he said us to not impair that, but only migraines. Then someone else said yes, it should. So what the doctor had said, the guy who wanted to operate me, absolutely, he said this will damage your kidneys, and it might not be very long till you have a kidney failure, and I'm very worried about you. So he really wanted me to be operated. He said it would be him doing it. Yeah, I said, are you sure? Yes, yes, yes. And then I got my letter. It was someone else. I felt betrayed. I didn't like that at all. He had a very strange name, and I thought, I've not met the guy. I don't trust him. I don't want him to operate me. Anyway, COVID came, and I didn't want to be operated into, because I didn't want to be coughing when I had a big opening, because he explained, we'll have to open you just here, and it will be larger than a baby's head, because I've not finished the last MRI and scan thing. It said it was, I forgot now, was it 16 centimeters? Well, it was at least 15, 9 and 13, or have I got a paper? Oh, I don't know. Yeah, so it's quite a large, it's a big chunk of a thing there, a big chunk of love of uterus, obviously feeling very loving. So what else? Symptoms, so the circulation, maybe not. Okay, when you've got a big belly, but that's the pregnant ladies would know, it's hard to do, to bend down, because okay, I'll try to leave that here for now. When I bend down, my knees are bent like that. See, when we want to breathe from the belly, but it's not very easy. So like working in a garden, and that was worse again a few years ago, when I would bend down in work in the garden. After a while, I'd get a cramp on the side here, and I couldn't breathe anymore, so I had to stop. I felt, you know what, I felt like I was becoming very old, and like, oh well, I might as well get used to, yes, indeed, being old and acting like old people. And if, so I groan when I get up now. So I go down on my knees, you know, to try and help myself up with the noise. It's mad. Why do we need, as we get older, why do we need to groan when we get up from the sofa, when we sit on the sofa? So, it helps us maybe. Anyway, so all the symptoms come on. Well, you know what? I can't really think of many symptoms that it is bothering with. Oh, well, pain. Okay, pain. For the ladies listening, I'm sure there may be one or two, because I've looked for videos of people talking about their fibroids as well, and it's not easy to find. I don't know. So there was that, the bleeding and the pain. Okay, we'll go back in time, because I think to know about pain, you've got to know what your period was like before, and what you were like as a teenager. As a teenager, the periods, what was it like? Very erratic. I remember they were very close together, and they were pretty painful. And they weren't painful at first, then they became painful for a few years, and then since about, what is it, 25-year-old maybe, I had, do you know, I can't remember again, but it's been a long time that I've not had. I'm one of the lucky ones. I've got no period pains. I don't know how I do it, because when I had it, I used to do homeopathy. Maybe she cured me of the need for pains there, I don't know. So pain-wise, I've got no pain with my periods now. So the fibroid is not making any pain. So it's wonderful. So not too much blood now. You know, it's pretty medium heavy, medium light. No pain. well, that's it really. Symptom-wise, there's nothing much else to add. What would I want to know from someone of that? Okay, the emotional side of it. Because of that program, it was really interesting to watch her. And she was trying to mask her belly, and she was ashamed of it. So I'm not the only one feeling the shame of having a belly. The lady, by the way, she worked in fashion, and she was one of the ones, oh my God, I don't know, how do you talk about people who have a different skin color without being sent to court nowadays? She was one of those that says that the people with a darker skin color have a lot more fibroids. We don't know why, than the people with that sort of skin color than I have. So, and also the large ones are usually more with the darker skin ladies. So there's something in the pattern of those ladies, like us, which makes those grow. But that lady, she had a lot of pain, and she had huge amounts of blood, really huge amounts. Yeah, so emotionally, there's a shame, definitely. There's a shame or the feeling annoyed that I'm not as pretty as I used to be, but I know there's age, and we don't care. We don't care about looks. Come on, we've got to get over that. But I'm there showing it. So, well, it's because us ladies, we get, educated into thinking we must all look slim. So if we've got any belly, we want to hide in a box again. That's a hiding in the box thing, isn't it? Because we can't wear things that are, well, we could. I mean, I could make it a feature, but then how many people come in the streets saying to me, oh, when is it due? Because the doctor at the time had said, this is a 6-month pregnancy, the size of it. But it's a shame because I don't feel elegant anymore. I know, I don't look, I never made myself up for videos, ever. I don't like to, There's enough people pouncing about with lipstick and foundation and, fake eyelashes and nails and stuff, We can be different, we can be ourselves, and that's all there is to it. But elegance, elegance of walking, elegance of clothes. I've not made my own clothes yet, by the way. I did talk about it yesterday to myself. Today it was lovely, but not had time. So yes, it's a thing of, there's a loss of value. But my value is not because I'm a female body. It's because of who I am as a person, because we've got loads of bodies everywhere, but what is a personality like? So I'm slowly getting over that a little bit. I shouldn't be ashamed of it at all. That's it really. Is there anything else I want to say? I think this is long enough for fibroid. Any questions and answers from any ladies, if ever you get to watch that and you want to know. I've said about the protocols. I've tried, okay, I'll do a quick one about protocols. What have I tried to shrink it? Okay. I've tried acupuncture, homeopathy, and that was from a great teacher of a big school, so she knew a lot. And she said, I'm really surprised this is not working. So not working, homeopathy didn't work. I tried acupressure, but again, as discussed, I did not carry it on long enough and persistently enough. Okay, this is going to take a little while. What have I tried? Well, healing of any sorts. I've seen many healers, different ones, even one who has managed to shrink, well, not himself, but through the energy. The cancer of one person shrank. I'm not sure it went away, but it still shrank, so it should have worked, and it didn't. Well, okay, but it did for a little while. Okay. Okay, what else have I done? Well, food. That's the first one. You cut through your diet, you remove milk, you remove anything with estrogen, so any food packed in plastic. No, I don't care, I just eat anything. I've had enough of all this severe dieting. What did I cut out? What's supposed to be not good? Well, sugar, of course. And I've tried to introduce, well, I have in periods introduced extensive papaya eating and pineapple eating because they contain enzymes which eat up dead tissues. Well, dead tissues? Well, scar tissue, which must have a different signature. It's not dead, but it's just different, thick. And to go that way, I've also tried capsules, very expensive capsules, from one of these websites. When you browse Google and you put, I've got fibroids, what do I do? Comes up wallet chakra, not even chakra, wallet guy who says, buy our tablets. We won't tell you what's in it, but we'll show you thousands of reports. Everybody's cured their fibroids in, don't know, 6 weeks, 8 weeks. And you read all these testimonies and you think, wow, wonderful, this is going to work for me. So I bought the tablets, did them. There were enzymes from silkworm mixed with other enzymes. I think papain, again, of the papaya and the pineapple enzyme. No result, no movement whatsoever on that one. That was a waste of money, yeah. Pretty much so. What else have I tried? Okay, the herb therapy, plants. Plants, they help regulate your hormones, they help regulate your mood, they help change who you are, and often they work with fibroids. Not a 1 ounce of change for me on that one. So the only time that it reduced a little bit, and then, well, it grew back, is the acupressure. That started to work, but I stopped it. I fell in love once and suddenly felt libido. Oh, that's another symptom. I didn't have no libido at all, no desire whatsoever. I have to force myself and then I can't even manage. So no, that's no good. But that, when I was in love for that time, it actually changed something in the thing. And it's very strange. I was walking in the street once when I was in love at that time, really strongly. I used to fall in love every 5 minutes. But I walked and I felt so good with life. And I felt my belly and I could not find the lump. And I started shaking. You feel like you've jumped into a different dimension where suddenly you're not who you are. It was gone, and I kept prodding. And I couldn't believe it. And I kept prodding, it's not there. But it came back an hour later. I don't know where it had gone. But it was miraculous. It was not there, I promise. It came back. It was not there. You know, when you do that, it was slightly smaller than that at the time, but not much. So it was, you know, it was very visible. And I was prodding, and it was soft. My belly was so soft. So that happened, but then I'm out of love, and then I've not been in love. It's a waste of time, it really is. Come on, you've got better things to do, and I'm not interested. So that's not going to help it, because it's a sexual organ after all. So, oh, by the way, for the ladies who wonder, I've never wanted to have children. And I wonder if that's one of the reasons is because of the rape as a kid. The trauma of that has made me too insecure about bringing a child in the world. I don't know. But I've never felt motherly. I'm interested in other people's children because I want to ask them questions like, where have they been before they were in their mummy's tummy? What was their life like? And I want to know things, but I nearly asked some kids today. I saw some that were the right age, but I didn't have the guts to ask them. I don't know them, you know. So no children will wish at all. I've probably mentally have denied some of my female. Again, it's due to that, you know, I think it's that, but I don't have to be that today. But it's still obviously impacting somewhere. My cells are holding the memory. So hold on, I've diverged away from the treatments. Oh, okay, castor oil, I've tried that. I've tried it quite a long time, and that didn't seem to do anything. I've tried, and I think that might have started to work. I think it did. Maybe I should start again. Is yoni steam bath, I think it's called. Is you put herbs that are healing for the vagina and that area in a bowl of boiling water or you know, so it infuses, and then you sit on a stool with a hole, so the steam goes, it opens up all the cells, and apparently the vapors of the plants, they actually go up there and do something. Either that or it's contact with the cells. It has a cascading effect, and I've built one of those boxes because you can buy them. It's a box you open, you know, with like a stool, you know, with a round. I've made one up myself. They're £100 plus on eBay. You can buy one at 76, but I didn't like. It was made out of nasty wood, you know, fake wood, glued with chemicals that will give you all sorts of diseases. So I didn't go for that. So yes, I'd forgotten about that. That I've done the cold shower things, you know, the Wim Hof, that was supposed to help. Maybe it would have helped, but I really do struggle with a cold. I don't. Chicken, you aren't you? You have to be more brave. Yes. Okay, but yes, I've tried that, but I didn't like the breathing, so I stopped it. What have I tried? I've tried all sorts of other therapies, other healers. Plants, we've gone through the plants. What are the normal recipes for fibroid curing? Oh, I went to see a lady who did Tantra once, and the first session was so amazing, and it shocked my system into, again, regressing a little bit. But then I saw her another time, and then it didn't do anything again. I felt like it wasn't as good, maybe, and also I carried so much shame, you know, with my feet and because of the eczema on the belly. I felt, you know, it's hard not to feel ashamed when your body shows marks like that. So I didn't feel too comfortable with her. She's beautiful though, you know, lovely. I'm not too comfortable with a lady. I've never learned to be comfortable with a woman intimately, so it's not, I stopped going, but it was worth trying. And now I've tried having a coach. We did not say any more about that. I've tried Joe Dispenza, you know, the method of his energy centers meditation. I did try that. And for a while, maybe I got into it once or twice, but I find it really hard because in his meditation, for me, he is too fast. He doesn't spend long enough on each center. By the time I've connected with one, which is really hard, he's already gone to this one, and like, okay, I've got to catch up now. I connect with this one, and then he's gone to the other one. Oh, no. So I gave up that. It didn't work. So that's it. Joe Dispenza is out of the question really for me for the moment. So what's next? What can we try next? I haven't tried anything more else, I don't think. Well, at the moment I follow a homeopath who does give a few pills. So he sort of he douses with the body. He uses finger movements. It's very curious. It's a bit like kinesiology, and I'm very fond of it. It's very helpful. It's not reducing the fibroid, but we were working only on my, joints. But lately he has, and he said that the thing I found out is fibroids growth. And I said that to him, and he said, I wouldn't be surprised if there was a link. I read that fibroids can be linked with candida overgrowth in the body. So that I know I have a problem of, and I've had it since I was 20. It wasn't in fashion then, so when the alternative therapist told me I had candida, I thought, you bitch, you're just talking rubbish, aren't you? Sorry, I'm swearing, I shouldn't swear. Sorry, Rosie, but she never sees that, so that's all right. Okay, so to go back to that, there was something else I tried, which I reminded by talking about that. What was it? Oh yes, the link between the fibroids and the candida, but then you read a bit more, there could be a link between candida and mercury, toxicity. A lot of people really can just go and listen something else. You won't like this. It's not for you. yes, the link between candida and mercury, fungus and heavy metals present in the body. So that's another thing I've tried. Liver flushes, extensive liver flushes. I'm remembering more and more now. So liver flushes using the method of Andrea Moritz, which is you drink lots of apple juice, you drink them nothing the day, you eat a bit of a light breakfast, no oils, and you have that afternoon where you don't drink anything except water. Then 6 o'clock you have Epsom salts, lots of Epsom salts. 8 o'clock then you have your grapefruit juice with your olive oil, and you mix it, you swallow it, you try not to be sick in the toilet, and you have to lie on your right side really as soon as you can, and you're there waiting for the stones to come out of your what's it called, the thing on the right, you know, that one that goes like that, and then it releases, and then the liver releases stones as well. So you wait, but I've never really felt anything, except most of the night I feel sick, I want to vomit, but it's only happened once. So I tried that for several years, and I was doing it last year, but the osteopath said, no, you don't need the liver flushes, your body says stop doing them because they're quite stressful, they also involve enemas, so you have to do really, you know, you should do colonic irrigation, but that's very expensive, and it's extremely, I wouldn't do it with my mass there because it was so uncomfortable without the fibroid, so I would not do it even with it. So I just do it at home. That involves that the same day, and then the next day you have to cleanse yourself again because you want to get all the old stones out, and then you take the photos of number 1, number 2, number 3, and I've got all my photos, well, most of them, of what's come out of my liver. Okay, so from that, mercury. I was already paranoid about mercury in my 20s, so I had all my grey fillings, teeth filling removed, and with a specialist dentist who used charcoal and used rubber masks so you didn't swallow any, and then took a long course of homeopathy and stuff to, what is it? The seaweed, the algae that you take for mercury, which is not spirulina, it's the other one. I'll remember in a minute. And that's when I wasn't sick, actually. I wasn't sick. I've only had a bit of athlete foot at the time. That's all I had when I had my, I had no health problems other than regular bloating, which I think was the candida causing that. So that was done when I was 25. What's that bloody, sorry, no swearing, the green thing that you take for the mercury. I took so much of that to take it out with coriander, chopped coriander, and garlic. Garlic's very good at trapping heavy metals, apparently fresh garlic. So I did that then, but it's the healer I saw, for those who might be watching this who are not me, because, you know, he said, the healer, that there was a link between mercury and my fibroid even, and I started seeing him when I was 39, so that was 4 or 5 years ago. I feel there's a link because they say if you've had, you know, the parents pass heavy metals to the children, that's a way for them to cleanse themselves, is through childbirth. I don't know how it works for the man. Don't ask me, actually. Anyway, there was a lot of mercury there, I think, because sometimes skin moles and things like that can be caused by the heavy metals, from what I'm reading. I'm not a doctor, and I would not even, you do your own research, you're big enough. I was so paranoid, so I tried everything I could to remove the mercury, because even when I was young, I was having problems with memory and fogginess. Tiredness, I had a lot of tiredness at some point. So then what happened? I'm telling you, all my medical history, you know that thing with a great reset and people having no privacy. Well, I have no privacy, I share everything, but I love it. So, but I would never want anybody to have to do that if they don't want to do it. Okay, go back. It's getting boring, isn't it? It's a list of protocols of what I've tried, what I've done. Yeah, the mercury, I was hoping if I have mercury removed, hopefully I will not catch cancer, because at that time I was persuaded the heavy metals were going to cause cancer. because there was some in the family, unhealthy skin, you know. That. Okay, afterwards. Yeah, so it helped the memory a bit, but not entirely. It wasn't until a bit later. Yeah, the link between, so to go back to the links, emotional links. Yeah. I feel really no connection to my female organs. Because it's not so troublesome, really, you know, in the whole, comparing to other women. It's just like, you know, carrying a water bottle on you for the rest of your life with a funny shape. Yeah. Yeah, emotionally, I've looked into the healing of the emotional side of the fibroid. So I've had friends who've sent me texts on the causes they find the fibroid. Of course, there's Louise Hay, the fibroid, a sign of a family conflict inside yourself, with your family members or who you're with. So I know I've got one of those still with France. France, I'm sorry, I love you really. I'm sorry, I can't let go of my past. I still identify with it. So this is probably being held there emotionally, because we have to look at all the causes. It's not just physical. This is a manifestation of something that's I do subconsciously and I'm not aware of. What's emotionally there? They say the cervix is linked with abandonment. And I really fear people around me dying. Is that abandonment? It's not really, is it? Because when you abandon, it's when you're left behind and the others are still alive, really. Yeah, there's not much of a sense of, but I've looked into all that, so if it was just emotional, it would have gone. The healer had said something else that was linked with it. Trauma with boyfriends, yes. And he also said, it will get better when you learn to express more with your throat. And he's got a point with that, because I'm not a very expressive person privately with the people I live with. If they're not very open with me, or if I don't see that they really are wishing to listen to me, then I close off a lot. So he said, start saying what you feel, start telling your truth to people. I do my best, but it's really quite difficult. It's one thing on the video, because I'm learning it. I'm learning to be honest with this person that's looking at herself in a screen. Yes. I cannot feel... when I saw the program earlier, they showed the operation, and they took the fibroid out. Well, the uterus, they showed the uterus out of the body. And they must have opened it to... I didn't quite show enough details. And they were sort of playing with it. Not playing, but sort of, you know, to give you a sensation of an idea of what it would feel like, what it would weigh. And it was... I don't know if the uterus is naturally that color. It was sort of whitish pink, and you see the photos of those fibroids, and there's must be fat, the white, I guess, or either that or some tissue that's white. But I saw it and I thought, there's so much pain in this. That was my reaction, is so much pain. But then the lady, she had very, very painful, as I said, very painful period. But yes, there's so much hardness. It feels... It was repulsive, really. Wow, that's why I'm not, you know, that's why I want to hide, because I've seen the photos of what it looks like, and it's not some pretty beautiful thing. It's sort of, well, it's an organ, isn't it? It's it brought that feeling anyway, so much pain. But if I connect here in me, in this area, I feel there's no pain here. Not really. Okay. My uterus. I love you and accept you. And I've blinked. That means I lied. Okay, start again. My uterus. I love and accept you. Oh no, I blinked again. Sorry. So there's a thing that if I blink, it means I'm lying. And I've noticed it when I lie, I blink. So, okay, come on. I look at the camera, not at my uterus. I look at the uterus in there. My dear uterus, I really love you lots and I accept you just as you are. Oh no, okay, that's it. Well, I've said enough. You've heard me, haven't you? Does it feel like an inner child? I'm asking it questions now to see if it answers. She answers. It must be a she. Okay. She's screaming, there is only void in here. Void. Void of what? Void of love. Yes, okay. Is it the love of me, this voice towards you? This voice which answers to me? Yes, okay. She's answering, you are too hard with me. Okay, without getting too personal, what do you mean by too hard? You feel, she says, I feel neglected. Okay. Uterus, what do you represent in my life other than reproduction and children? Okay, you're showing me the mountains, freedom, the throwing of a heart over a mountain on a parachute or something like that. Life experiences that are not just work. The joy of nature, that's all you're showing me, yes. Okay, and you want more sunshine and less moping around feeling rubbish in the day, looking at the computer. Okay, yes, the birds. You want to be more loved. Yes, you represent... Oh, you're beautiful. I see her as a female essence. And she's like the smell of a rose. Okay, it's a cliche, but it's like that. You imagine the smell in waves. That's her, the femininity. Is there anything else of me that is feminine? Okay, other than the chest. That's it, okay. Okay, I can see you've got a blockage with a masculinity in me. Am I too masculine? Ah, okay, she's telling me I'm masculine in the wrong way. Okay, I don't protect you enough, is that it? Okay, you're just telling me that you feel fragile and vulnerable. You need me to be the man to protect you. Okay. Does that... is that only for sexual purposes, or do you mean it in general life as well? How do you want me to be more of a man for you? Okay, protection in every day and not... She's showing me images of when I could be somewhere meeting people I vaguely know and the dialogue that ensues, which is generally them talking me answering a question really as quickly as I can and then leaving them, asking them once so they will talk about themselves for the next 30 minutes. Okay, you don't want so much of that, do you? You don't like that too much. Yeah, no, but it's difficult to change, my dear uterus. Okay, I do my best, but you know I'll forget, so you have to remind me. And how can I be bolder with when I meet someone? Okay, I remember that I've got you to protect, so you don't feel so you can breathe, okay? You want to breathe more. Okay, I'm getting this image. She just wants me to hold her and love her as if she's my child. You know, okay, answer me that, please. Are you scared of having children? Okay, I'm not getting an answer there except a shiver down my back. But it wasn't a shiver, it was like a sort of electrical impulse. I think I need to ask that again because it's important. Is the reason why you're here because you are scared of childbirth? Okay, I sense the response not as a word. I see two things, an elevation to nature, so I'm seeing a wood with beautiful spring flowers coming out and you can feel, you smell life. So obviously there is for her that need to think she's allowed to want to. But there's the second part of the response is this shield which feels like a printed cellophane with something on it, which is just fear of the blanking of it entirely, which is very conscious. I don't know if it's subconscious too, but it's definitely very conscious. Oh my God, and it takes me back to the anxiety I feel about the future, the fear of the earth being too polluted for nature to survive or for mankind to survive. Bringing children into a world that I feel I'm running away from as fast as I can to arrive somewhere where I'm safe, because there's only one safe place and that's death. Really. Okay, so we've got so it's interesting to visualize this dialogue. Thank you very much, my uterus, for your answers. Very, very much. I feel I would like to ask you other things. Okay, can I relax so I'm not shivering of cold, please? Feel easy as much as you can. Relax yourself. Uterus, my uterus. Okay, I think maybe I need to look at you. I will look at you. Cold hands. Okay, so questions. Okay, I'm feeling embarrassed for videoing all this, so I'll say it. So maybe my mind then can clear from the embarrassment that I feel of sharing this, which I will probably post afterwards because I'm terrible like that with myself. I just love it. Okay. And it's okay to be in sort of egoic state at the same time as ask you questions, my dear uterus, because I'm being slightly egoic there. I feel her as such a separate entity. When I feel her like that, I feel the person I was when I was 20. I feel this Will for life is strength, flexibility, and really lots of health. Wow, you're pretty cool, aren't you, my uterus? I don't like that word, me neither. I know I could find you a name, but it's a bit silly, isn't it? No, it wasn't that name at all. Yes, someone had given it a name, but it wasn't right. I haven't any questions at the moment, okay? I cannot think of any. So what I'm going to do, if we all have a name or a sound, I'm going to ask you, my dear organ, you so full of beauty, nature, and joy of life and strength. Through the notes that I get out, may you express yourself. May you lead my vocal cords to expressing exactly who you are in the capacity I am to being able to let out any sounds, because as we know, ego judges and it does not want to let some certain things out because it's too embarrassed. Okay, I'll do my best now. Okay. Okay. I look over there for you. Which direction do you want me to turn? North. Okay, that's fine. That's north. Okay, one breath for you. Thank you. And thank you for helping me now release my vocal cords, so they are allowed to express exactly what they want following this note. Thank you. Let me try again. I'm trying too hard. I know. I just feel that judgment voice that tells me you're just doing it wrong. You're just doing a load of rubbish. Stop it. You're embarrassing yourself. And you're embarrassing me. Okay. Well, if you're embarrassed, my dear voice, I am not the cause for that. And if you don't love me as I am, dear voice, I will ask you to leave. There's lots of yawning today. I do feel something. I'm hearing questions. I'm being psychic now. I do feel something here. I feel some energy, and I feel it here a little bit as well. So I'll carry on. I forgot that symptom, neck going forward, but it could be the work. Because of carrying weight, it deforms the back, eventually makes me move forward like that. It's really hard to remember when singing, not to put the head forward. I'm working on it, it's taking a while. I'm saying it as it comes. It says, don't be dramatic with your singing, don't try to impress. But yes, there was a bit of impressment at the end. Okay, leave it. I'm pretending to be singing in a foreign language so it sounds cool. I'm getting an image of someone cutting very, oh shit, it's cutting the belly of a woman who's pregnant very carefully to force the child out, but he doesn't know anything and he cuts her open way too much. In fact, he doesn't care about her dying, he just wants the child. And so she ends up dead, and I wonder if, my dear uterus, in our ancestry, you are the descendant of someone whose mother has been butchered to save you, my ancestor, child of hers. In which case, I acknowledge it, and I thank you for sharing it, and I thank you for letting go of this memory. Pause. My vocal cords require water. Please feel free to go and watch some adverts somewhere. I'll be back. Ça fait du bien de boire. I know we are singing serious things, but you've not fetched an advert, have you? I'll force one onto you. This is lime pickle with a bee on it. I do know that humor is a thing of the ego, and when we wake it up and amuse it, then it wants to take control again of what we are doing without it. So my dear ego, you've had your little bit of laughter now. Now we want you out the way, please. Thank you very much. We will turn this light off so to not be distracted by the contents. I will focus now with my voice into I really dislike even thinking about birth, but I've got to go wow, there is such a strong blockage of fear of becoming pregnant. Look, I'm not going to let you be this, okay? Remember, I'm the man now, my dear uterus. And subconscious of memories contained in uterus, so please stop feeling fearful. Just think, imagine your favorite animal being born. Imagine the chick coming out of the shell. Maintenant, pense mon utérus, à ce que tu ressentirais si tu n'avais en toi que de la lumière cohérente et de la joie. Ok. Women of the world, I'm asking you to make yourself a promise. I am promising to myself now that I will love and to love myself every day and respect myself now. This is my promise, to do the best I can when I am aware in the normal world. The world where I don't sing in front of the camera, the world where I interact with another. Thank you for making me assertive, honest, kind. And enjoyed. Women of the world, those who can, when you can remember, in the situation you become awakened and you think, this is now I am meant to say no. This is now I am meant to say I love you. This is now I love myself in the now. Thank you. Men of the world, I ask you to promise to do the same with each other, as a man. May you respect yourself. May you love yourself. May you respect others. May you respect when you meet the person of the opposite sex, the woman. Thank you for promising it, to do your best when you awakened in the situation. As for respect for yourself, love for yourself, brings it in another, and I know I've struggled very much lately in the old falling out, and this feeling is making me feel unlovable. It makes me feel I should be hated because I am judging others and what they say, and I feel very ashamed of that. So I need also to let go of that, so I can forgive myself, so I can have this strength, this energy of guilt going into joy and healing of every one of us who needs it. Healing of the mind, healing of our bodies, but healing of our emotions. And we can, I believe we can. Even if a miracle takes a while because we feel unworthy of it, a miracle could happen any minute, any moment. Now, thank you, Alexandra, for watching this video again. I'm sorry it's very long. I'm really sorry, because we've got so much to do, haven't we? Like getting ready to have a very good night rest. And yes, I did feel a bit of energy, And I felt when I imagined life and the chick coming out of its shell, it was so, I was imagining to feel like the person who first created the person, the soul, the consciousness that first created a chick, and so it evolved in the, the shell, and then the moment it comes out, it must have been such a joy. So I was trying to connect to that. Okay, I'll see you later, and we'll see if dreams come of any importance. It will be very, very, very interesting to see. So I'm looking forward to it.